We're going to check up on how things have been looking since our last update. As you can see on my chart, we are currently sitting at around $52,629 on Bitcoin, and we have a lot of room overhead for a larger pattern, but we may see some downside shaping up in the near future. In more recent days, we were looking for a bit more of a pullback in our wave 2, but instead, Bitcoin has just torn upwards again towards 52,000, 53,000 into that range. Our primary pattern at the moment, or it has been this blue pattern here, which shows us that we had a 5-wave rally completion that topped around 50,005, somewhere in that range. It's pulled back in a wave 2, and our larger wave 3 is underway at the moment. If this pattern holds, we're looking at targets for wave 3 of around $75,000 to $81,000, right in that range, and eventually $84,000 to about $89,000 for the 5th wave, which would be part of a larger wave 1. However, the way things are moving, this purple alternate pattern is a key pattern to watch, and a couple of reasons why is that I have this purple box here. That would have been the ideal retracement point for our wave 2, but we didn't quite see that. Instead, we had a more shallow sideways correction, which is, again, more typical of a 4th wave. They're typically longer and shallower in terms of retracement levels. So that tells us that we may hit a top, an actual larger wave 1 top, right around 59,493. That is a standard 5th wave target based on the existing 3-4 pattern we have at the 0.618 extension. If that is the case, we'll see the shape up over the next day or two and then pull back pretty sharply to where I have the wave 2 marked. That's approximately a 38% retrace. Typically, you see a wave 2 come back down to about where the 4th micro was within the overall first wave structure. Regardless, if you are in Bitcoin, nothing to be alarmed about. If you're dollar cost averaging, it's still, as I've been saying, pretty good time to keep doing it. You may have a chance to buy a larger lump sum if and when we pull into this wave 2 pullback in the near term. I would expect this to happen over the next 2, 3, 4 days at most tops. Looking big picture, we've already hit our standard target, as I mentioned in the last update. Whether we are already done with this wave 1 and we're already off to the races in the wave 3, or we're not yet complete with this wave 1 and we're pulling back into a wave 2 is still up in the air. As I mentioned, we have our 2 possibilities. Regardless, our MACD has pulled back down, which is a good sign. It means we are basically compressing the spring for a bigger rally. And if we do rally, assuming the primary pattern is still the one we're going with, our 3rd wave could get us up to the 78,000 range. And when I say 3rd wave, this is the larger 3rd wave in the big picture. This is the 1-day view after 4th wave consolidation, which may take a while. Not sure. This is just purely representative of the price levels. Our 5th wave, the ultimate top, would be, again, somewhere around 103,000, assuming we're following standard Fibonacci patterns, as I described last update in Elliott Wave, in the Elliott Waves with commodities or cryptos. We often see 5th wave blowoffs. So our standard targets could be as high as 116,000 or 161,000. That was our high expectation. So those are still very much on the table, but we need to see a powerful wave 3 extension. And as I mentioned, the higher our earlier waves are, such as the wave 1 or whatever, the higher we can project. So if we really aren't done with our wave 1 and instead we hit 59,000 and back, that's a very good thing. That means we can build our extension tool off of this 59,493 top for the wave 1, which would potentially project us much higher for the wave 3. We may be getting close to 100K just on the wave 3 alone, if that's the case. So we'll keep watching this. We'll see how this, if it pulls back or not, and we'll keep it updated. I'll be doing other updates as well. Ethereum's following a similar pattern as well. So please be sure to check those videos out. And until next time, thank you for watching and happy trading.